Welcome to Substack. TikTok is a cunt, and I'm not going to get censored here. Hey, everybody. Hi, Rhea. Hi, Rainbow. Okay. Estoy aquí. Rainbow Phoenix, did you want a tarot reading? Rhea, did you want a tarot reading? Anybody else in here? Or is that it? That's it, I think. Don't forget to like and share and do all the things just like you would on TikTok. No, that reminds me. Oops. Hello, hello. Rhea Witch Tarot deck, Rainbow Witch Tarot deck. Anybody else who is joining in and wants to get on my list, just let me know which tarot deck. Until TikTok gets their shit together, I shall be here. But while I'm thinking about it, I'm just going on my phone real quick to share the live stream. And that way down. Okay. Copy link. Going in my Discord. Okay. Thank you all for being patient. Anybody who wants a tarot reading, just let me know which deck you would like, and we will go from there. Just sharing my link real quick, and then I can get to shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Am I missing comments? I see Rhea said hi, love, and that's the last comment I see. So if anybody wants a reading, just let me know which tarot deck you want, because I'm worried I'm not seeing comments. Okay. Oh. And again, don't forget to like and hit those hearts. I think while I'm waiting for some comments, I am going to do a tarot reading for the month of January, because I have not done that yet. And I usually do a monthly reading as well as a weekly and a daily. And that's my goal, is to get that back up and going for this year. All right. I'm going to send myself a test comment. Sorry, 1 second here. Okay, cool. I am seeing comments. People are just aren't commenting. Okay. So I'm going to start out with a monthly reading for January. I cannot believe we are in the year 2026. That is fucking insane to me. Ooh, the Seven of Swords kicks off the beginning of the month. The middle of the moon. Okay. For the middle of the month, we have the Seven of Cups. So Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups. And then we have the Fool reversed for the end of the month. Yes. Okay, cool. Got it. Thanks, Rhea. What is our message of the month for January? Oh, okay. The Eight of Wands reversed. It is a time to slow down, perhaps? So this is for January 2026, starting with the beginning of the month, the Seven of Swords. The cunning trickster crow is trying to fly away with a stash of shiny swords before the other crows can get them, but there are too many for him to carry. Nonetheless, he is pleased with what he can take. The Seven of Swords denotes a person who is attempting to deceive you or is trying to get away with something unethical. If you are hoping to be able to trick or take advantage of a person, the Seven of Swords serves as a warning that your plans will fall through or that you risk getting caught. So at the beginning of the month, there seems to be some foul play involved, some trickery. Then we have the Seven of Cups for the middle of the month. That is a different energy altogether, really. So we go from the Thief to the Seven of Cups. The crow rests as she dreams of all the things she wants. Some of her dreams lead to love and victory. Others may result in loss or deception. Because she has created so many choices, she is finding it hard to commit to a decision. And as a result, she is stuck in place. The Seven of Cups advises you to step back and weigh all your options. Take the time to evaluate the pros and cons of each choice with an eye toward the realistic. It's okay to be a dreamer, but eventually you will need to face reality. This is just for the month of January. This isn't for a particular person. We end the month of January with the Fool reversed. So Unafraid, the crow does not waver a bit and has faith that the log and river will provide a great adventure. In the distance, there is wind blowing, whistling a warning. Yet the crow remains faithful, knowing that despite how stormy or choppy the waters may become in the future, the log will keep her afloat. The Fool card asks that you have faith in the universe and live fearlessly. You will come through the storm. If you allow hope to replace fear, imagine the adventures you have waiting. When it's reversed, like it is towards the end of the month, this card is asking you to assess whether or not you are pushing belief past its limits. Your higher self is sending you a warning that although the universe has your back, it is not an open invitation to make foolish or adverse decisions that could have severe and negative impacts on your future. So technically, this is for everybody. And then your advice card, our advice card for the month of January is the Eight of Wands reverse, which usually points to things slowing down. When reversed, the clear path becomes muddled. There may be outside influences or delays, or it may be that you are trying to manifest every idea that pops into your head. If you are feeling overwhelmed, take the time to meditate on what it is you truly want to focus your energy on. For the month of January, we start off the month with somebody trying to deceive us. In the middle of the month, we are faced with some options and some confusion and a reminder to keep our feet planted in reality, or else we might just fall right off that cliff. And it is important that we really face ourselves and slow down and know what our limits are and stay within them. That was for the month of January. Rhea, would you like a tarot reading? Or anybody else who is in the chat, just let me know which deck you would like. Ooh, get back in there. Be right back. I am going to go get, let's do pro, got it. I'm going to go get a little coffee. I'm gonna go get stoned. I love this fucking deck. I shall be right back. Woo! I said, woo! Coffee. I figured you'd be able to hear me. Okay, let's do this. And don't forget to hit those hearts. Just like on TikTok, the more the hearts go, the more I get pushed out to For You pages and stuff like that for people who are scrolling around. So this is for Rhea. Ooh, too many cards. Too many. I feel like you were the card, though. You were. The Six of Wands reverse. This is your past. Look how pretty these cards are. Isn't that gorgeous? So the Six of Wands usually points to recognition, and a reversed Six of Wands would point to feeling passed over, unimportant, as though it doesn't matter, a lack of recognition, so to speak. So I'm excited to see what the book says. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh. Your present is the Nine of Wands. Heavy on the Wands energy. 6 and 9. So both feminine numbers. You are coming into your power, coming into independence here. You have those in your corner, people who have your back, your goals. That sunshine is popping over the clouds. You're picking yourself up, you're resting, but you know you're protected. This is a very easy deck to read. I really like it. Your future is death. This came up in your reading, didn't it? This is a transformation, a transition. You are very close to that transition, that transitional period. 13 is also an extremely feminine number linked to the divine feminine. I want to make a 6-7 joke, but that was a 5. Your advice card is the Hierophant reverse. So that suggests going against tradition, finding your own way forward, flying the coop, even. Oh my God, this is beautiful imagery. Because this way, upright definitely looks more like a teacher, right? And his students. But this way looks more like flying the coop. That is beautiful. Wow, that was done well. Okay. So you have 2 reversed and 2 upright cards. So it's a very balanced spread. Even the imagery is balanced. Like you have the 3 birds in the center around a key and a wand. That's just beautiful imagery there. We've got the 2 here with the death. We've got the image of the crow rising from the corporeal self. In the past, we have the glow of that sun. That's just beautiful imagery. Oh, God, this is my favorite tarot deck. The 6 of Wands reversed. Reversed, the 6 of Wands comes with a warning that your project will not be as successful as you imagined. He may also signal that a situation could risk your reputation with peers. Of course, these are merely warnings. Your actions will decide the outcome. The 6 of Wands reversed asks that you might be getting in your own way. Asks if you might be getting in your own way. So in your past, you might have found that a lot of the troubles and obstacles you faced around achieving your goals are blockages that you have presented in yourself. You got your first tarot deck today. Yay! The 9 of Wands is your present. After much effort, a final task is almost complete. The 9 of Wands denotes a struggle in finishing a project, and despite the consistent successes of the past, There's one last obstacle that needs to be accomplished before moving forward. The Nine of Wands offers encouragement to keep going. Take a moment to bask in all that you have already created. It is from this place that you will find the motivation to continue. You are close to the end. This is not the time to give up after working so hard. Replace the negative feelings or resentment with an open mind and visualize a successful completion. The fact is, the wands represent passion and what brings you to life, your fire. So if your fire is writing, for example, creative writing, then this could point to the fact that you've had trouble in the past with completing these projects. And now you are close to actually completing or at least overcoming a very important hurdle in your creative process. And you are so close to a transformation. Change, ending, new beginning, transformation, and mortality are the key words. The crow has let go and made peace with the change that must take place for her life to move forward in a positive direction. Her death is symbolic of transformation and comes with a warning. Unless you are willing to sacrifice the part of you that is holding you back, you will feel pain or discomfort in the future. This card marks a profound change coming, one that has the possibility of creating a positive outcome, if you can allow the change to happen without fear of the unknown. That's the big thing, is you have to let that change happen. If you have been continuing to do the same thing over and over and over again, well, that is simply the definition of insanity. I'm going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to start with the reversed meaning. When the Hierophant appears reversed, it may imply a need to be less restrictive in your thought process and creative thinking. I'm going to read it upright as well. Bear with me. I hate it that it does it this way. I wish it would. Doesn't matter. Education, tradition, religious institutions, and higher learning. The Hierophant crow is pragmatic and does not take unnecessary risks. This crow appears at a time when a conventional approach is needed to resolve a situation or help further a project. This card brings a warning that now is not a time to think outside the box, which is the opposite of the reverse meaning, which is to be less restrictive in your thought process and in creative thinking. The Hierophant's role is to stand before others as a mentor and spiritual teacher. He is deeply connected with the divine and represents guidance that comes from connecting with our higher self through a professional healer. In his reverse presentation, it represents you already have that that specific knowledge. You don't need instruction, you need inspiration. And in order to feel inspired, you do often have to think outside the box, which is the importance of being less restrictive in your thought process, being open to more fantastical ideas and less realistic ones, being willing to say, well, what if it did happen this way? Even if it sounds silly at first, you might be surprised where that takes you. So this 100% feels like it's related specifically to your creative energy, your writing projects, the things that light your fire and bring you passion, the things that you have not recognized within yourself in the past because you have been a little too self-critical of your own strengths. But you know you're a good writer and you see those accomplishments all around you, the things that you are proud of, the things that you have created that you take wonderful pride in. And then we have death. Look how pretty these cards are. Isn't this gorgeous? Honey, look at this. Look how pretty these are. And just like, look at the imagery. No. That's right by my microphone. Don't be kissed. I love you. God damn it. Stop making me blush. Fuck. Rude. Anyway. So the death card says that you are very, very close to the transformation process. You are about to really have that eureka moment, but you have to let your old self more or less die so that your new self can awaken. You have to let go of your past to embrace your future. And overall, you have to do that. Can you feel the love tonight? Anyway, the Hierophant is telling you to spread your wings, to go a different route, and to look outside of your traditional methods. Past, present, future, and advice. So, if there's anyone else in the chat who would like a tarot reading, let me know. Otherwise, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a weekly reading for this next week, Sunday the 4th. What is that, the 4th through the 11th? Or something like that? Or the 4th through the 10th? Yeah, the 4th through the 10th. All right, folks. Be right back before I do that, just because I want to get a little smoky. It's in the right space. It's already well. Okay. New calendar. It's not a Kamala Harris one, but this will at least help me keep track of the 100 days. It's a beaches one. January 2026. Beach. All right. I cannot believe it is 2026. I genuinely can't. Yeah. Uh, I wish she were president right now. She was supposed to be. Okie dokies, here we go. So this is for January 4th through January 10th. I think I'm just going to do a card of the day instead of doing a weekly one. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Simplify. I'm going to do a monthly and I'm going to do a daily card. And I think that will be the easiest way for me to do it. So let's start with Sunday the 4th. What is our daily card for Sunday the 4th? Ooh, the 6 of Swords. We are moving on from a rough situation, from rough waters into smoother ones. Huh, okay. For Monday the 5th, we have the 3 of Cups reversed. So right away on Monday the 5th, we start the week with pretty much, what is that, a miscommunication? Tuesday the 6th is the 9 of Pentacles reversed. I'm trying to decide how I want to do the layout. Apologies for the awkward running around of cards. For Wednesday the 7th, hey, the Chariot. So the 7th, we have the 7th card of the major arcana, the Chariot. Huh. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday the 6th. This is going to be the anniversary of the insurrection. Wednesday the 7th. Okay, that'll work. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday the 8th. The Page of Swords. A messenger. So on Thursday, we might get some interesting news. On Friday, the 9th, we have the Knight of Wands. Huh. We're charging forward with something. And finally, we have the Saturday the 10th. The World reversed. So on Saturday, January 10th, we have the World reversed. One cycle ends and another begins, possibly, or we are moving forward without closure of some sort. Let's find out. Okay. Trying to decide how I like. Okay. There we go. Maybe. My freaking cat needs to go out. One second. I gotta let my cat out. Melanella. Meow meow. Meow meow. Go on, Fatis. Okay. I'm back. Alrighty. All right. Here we go. So starting with Sunday the 4th, we have the Six of Swords. Through the snow, the crow makes a trip over choppy waters in pursuit of a better life. Along the way, he has lost a few feathers, but it is the sacrifice he made for a chance to rebuild and start over. The Six of Swords denotes a time that will require you to cut your losses and begin anew. This decision will not come easily, and there may be feelings of regret along the way. However, once the journey is complete, you'll be able to recognize that the result was worth the sacrifice. Focusing on the new opportunity instead of the loss will help ease the transition. This was for Sunday, January 4th. Oh, my husband has a fresh pact. I will be going down there in just a minute. I'll be right there. Thank you. Three of Cups. Oops, did I pause? Nope. For Monday the 5th, this is a hard day for me. This is the day that my brother passed. Okay. Monday the 5th. Reverse, the Three of Cups may point to a time when you feel as though your voice isn't being heard or you are feeling bullied by a group. Take it as a sign to reconnect with those faithful friends that may have drifted away. Oh, I like that meaning. That's way better. On Tuesday the 6th, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Reverse, the Nine of Pentacles warns of financial loss because of poor decisions. You may have hit a roadblock or expect to maintain a higher standard of living without putting in the effort to achieve it. Why does this feel so United States government coded? Right? This is, okay. So on, what did I say? This was Tuesday the 6th. So, of course, the anniversary of the insurrection, we are going to be hit of financial losses, maybe a dip in the stock market, maybe a recognition of all of the financial burden um, this administration has put on every fucking body. The wilderness must be explored. Caca. Caca! Uh, on the 7th, we have the Chariot, which is marked by the number 7. Determination, willpower, drive, and success. The triumphant crow soaring through the stormy sky with fearlessness and strength rides a chariot of thunderous clouds to victory. The chariot is assigned to go forward with confidence, knowing that your well executed plan will be a success. It asks that you summon your power to fly above the barrier and soar through obstacles. The crow who rides victoriously on the chariot has learned to harness his aggression, extracting only the positive energy required to finish the task. So that is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I will get to Thursday, Friday, Saturday in just a second. I'm gonna go puffy. I'm coming for the fresh pack. Whew, shit. God damn it, I left my goddamn drink down there. Okay, okay. I got my drink. All right. Whew. I'm okay. Oh, please. Oh. Oh, 6, 7. There we go. So we got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the 8th. We have the Page of Swords. The young crow uses his strength and stamina to carry the sword through an intense energy storm. Along the way, he may have lost a few feathers, but it was a small price to pay for a chance at something more significant. The page has found his stride and approaches the goal with a steady and relentless determination. The Page of Swords arrives with a message to throw caution to the wind. Get out there and fly. The time is now to take action. The page denotes movement, energy, and communication, all of which are essential for embarking on a new adventure. Ooh, so the 8th might bring with us some new information. Trump is in the Epstein files. Yes, he is. On Friday the 9th, right? Yes. Friday the 9th, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands channels the charging energy of his horse and moves forward with raw power and determination. With the sun high in the sky offering plenty of daylight ahead, the crow flies without hesitation. He is confident of success, even if he experiences moments of uncertainty about where he is going. The Knight of Wands reflects a person who jumps in without weighing all the consequences. He possesses an energy that is pure enthusiasm, a much needed ingredient when executing a plan. This card warns that although passion is essential, you must find balance and clear thinking for a project or situation to find success. So you might find yourself really enthusiastic and ready to move forward, but you have to remember that you cannot just rush in blindsided. You have to have a plan in front of you. Finally, on Saturday, the 10th, we have the world reversed. It's a final card in the major arcana. I'm going to read it both up and reversed. Successful completion's end of a journey and wholeness. Dancing with dancing within a laurel wreath, the crow celebrates. She is surrounded by the 4 fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, symbolizing the 4 seasons that mark the passage of time. The world is the last card of the major arcana and represents the successful and fruitful end of a journey, one that you have charted since your very first step. The world symbolizes a time of great joy and relief because the hard work you have invested has finally paid off. It is time to revel in the glory of a job well done. Reversed, this card could indicate you are trying to finish a project. However, you may have lost sight of the original vision and are now stuck trying to figure out the next step. You may also have experienced a break in relationship without the closure needed to move on. Take the time to look inward, as your internal compass will point you in the right direction and help the world right itself once again. This is going to be a heavy week. A heavy first full week in January, isn't it? Well, oh well. What did we expect after 2025? Am I right? So again, we have Sunday the 4th, the 6 of Swords. Monday the 5th, 3 of Cups reversed. Tuesday the 6th, we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Wednesday the 7th, the Chariot. Thursday the 8th, the Page of Swords. Friday the 9th, the Knight of Wands. Finally, Saturday the 10th, the World reversed. Okie dokie, I'm going to call it a night for now. I might hop on TikTok for a minute. No, you know what? No, I'm not. Nah, I'm not. Fuck them, right? I'm not giving them content if they're going to take mine away. But I will be posting this along with actual written and recorded like I used to do. I'm going to do it again. I promise. I swear to fucking God, I am doing it. I got my concerta. I'm medicated now so I can do things. So I'm actually planning for shit. So that's what I shall be doing. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Later, witches.